European socialism. Not socialism.
Every word of that
fascism
was just bleh to me.
So
every single syllable was just like,
I went north and that's it. I'm sorry, y'all.
I'm from the Midwest, sir.
There's a town in West Virginia called Big Ugly.
yeah, it's not surprising.
I love these facts so much.
Dude, there were legit 5 jokes running through my
Imagine
mind.
right down where you come from. Big Ugly. Yeah, that checks out. That ain't surprising at all.
Big, ugly West
Just look at your
Virginia.
ID. Are you the mayor?
Because, like, even, like, out of context, it's just like big, ugly West Virginia. It's like, hey, our state isn't that bad. It's like, no, I'm just saying a city. It's a place that exists.
Big ugly, comma, West Virginia. Oh, I would hate it.
Oh, legitimately.
Imagine you're a basketball star hailing from big ugly West Virginia.
Nintendo absolutely knows about the internet Triton because like a couple months after the Bowsette thing happened, they changed the crown's description. It was just like, only Toadette can wear this crown. So it's just like, kill that noise. Martin Luther King Jr. earned a C in his public speaking class during his 2 semesters in seminary school.
Who is that teacher?
Who's the dude?
Okay, is it a white teacher? And is that the reason why?
Let me go
Who
look
was
at
the
these.
dude that... Cause you know you gotta wake up one day
It just
20 years later.
That move changed everything.
And I gave him a motherfucking C.
He wrote the I Have a Dream speech in school. He's just like, why are you writing about dreams? Dreams are for children.
You'll never make it, Martin. This is trash.
Or does the dude wake up like, yeah, my C incentivized him to get better?
Y'all know I was his teacher.
Yeah.
And I told him that I was pushing him to do better.
Apply
The C
yourself.
was- oh my goodness.
You can go one or two ways with that way. Either A, I'm a fraud, or B, I'm inspiring people so hard that I inspired the civil rights movement. Just through my teaching.
It's just some like physicist teacher in like the 30s is like, oh man, look, I'm looking through all these old papers that I got, physics papers. Look at this D- I gave. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Podcast of Stuff, episode 334. We don't know where Ralph is.
Honestly, don't even care.
A little harsh, but not untrue.
You let the inner thoughts out, BG.
Yeah, always tired and not feeling the best.
Oh, you're coming down with something too? Man, everybody's getting knocked out.
Yeah.
So Haley caught something.
Shut the up. Sorry, who?
I was like, Haley is down with something right now. Kelly. Oh, there it is.
Unbelievable.
One of these days, Microsoft's gonna be like, "Hey guys, what's going on with your podcast? Why you keep using our music?"
I've been trying to join the fucking call for a minute now, and it's also still not letting my camera turn on. Discord is just acting fucking up in a strong way.
Sounds like a you problem.
You don't say.
Honestly, truly do.
Maybe we were just discussing how like BG's feeling a little sick and how a lot of people are just dropping like flies right now. It's so like I feel like the start of school just gets the germs fully circulating everywhere, no matter where.
I have no kids around me, so let's not.
Well, but people you work with might have kids.
they have no kids around them, so let's not. I work with a lot of early mid 20, early 30s dudes
Yeah,
that
but they
have
could.
no.
But they could also be pedophiles.
Sure.
All right.
Oh boy.
Moving on.
DA, when was the last time you were at a Diddy party?
The last time?
Oh boy. Before we get
What
into
That is
the news,
Oh, dude.
just a reminder, your bi-weekly reminder, just because we won't be here next week. Black Lives Matter, stop Asian hate, get your vaccines and boosters. COVID boosters, I believe, are available now. Wear a mask in crowded indoor places. When you are sick, support Ukraine, support LGBTQ rights, support body autonomy, pay your employees what they are worth, get your cameras working in a timely manner, fuck genocide, and be good to one another. So yeah, Diddy.
Dude.
I did have to, as you know, as I was looking through trending stuff, there, of course, is always whenever, like, for the last year, whenever Diddy was trending, it's like, man, Nintendo really needs to get in on this hype and get some more games with Diddy Kong. And then the rest of...
Yeah, I don't know why you would, even as a joke, just go like, hey, Nintendo, jump on this Diddy train.
Without fail. Because it's the internet, dude. Because of course.
Yeah, I guess so.
I would not blame them for quietly changing his name.
Oh, dude. I can't. It's all I've been able to say is, oh, dude. Every time this comes out, I'm just like, oh, dude. It is so bad. Everything I'm seeing on so many things, whether it be like my friends sending me reels or just scrolling through TikTok and seeing all this shit pop up. I mean, I feel like the best part of all of this is just all the ability for Cat Williams to just sit back and be like,
yeah, he really did just shoot his shot and hit it from downtown.
He doesn't even have to say "I told you so."
No,
he could just let it. He just let the stank wash over. It's just like
he is just sitting back. And I didn't know this, but Kendrick dropped a track the day they arrested him. That was, like, I think it was called
"Let the Party Die."
Let the Party
it's
Die.
Untitled, but that's what you were saying. Or "Watch the Party Die."
Watch the party, something like that. Yeah. And I'm like, oh shit, people been waiting for this.
It's a good track,
dude. The fact that he's already been put on suicide watch, they're totally Epsteining this dude. Like, it's just probably going to happen.
His attorney already said that he's not suicidal, so this seems more like a definitely let's take precautions and make sure to get this dude. I feel like it's not even something you should be watching until he goes to actual jail, because he's clearly either or egomaniac, sociopath, and he probably thinks he's gonna get off. And until there's a time where he knows he's not getting off, I wouldn't even worry about a suicide watch type of thing. It's
but that thing is,
you gotta watch what's going on with this guy in case he gets hung with a bunch of cameras off somehow.
But it also must be demoralizing because he got denied bond several times. So he must just be like, oh, maybe I can't get out of this.
No, because then he could just go, all right, I understand. Well, he wouldn't go, I understand. And he'd go, it's their fault and we gotta fix this.
He's not going to understand. He's probably very confused why his connections aren't getting him out, because they can't, because they're also fucked now. Like, the party's over. It's over. They have all your videos. They have all the baby oil. They got everything.
The 400 plus bottles.
1,000.
Oh, sorry.
Why?
Over 1,000 bottles of baby oil.
Obvious reasons.
But I'm just saying, I said this before, but a bottle of baby oil lasts so long.
I've been watching Twitter, like, people calculate how long the average bottle of baby oil lasts an individual, and they're like 6 to 8 months is the average for one bottle. Having 1,000 on hand.
Dude, they were having parties where people were so drugged up and there was so much banging going on that people would need IVs.
Yeah.
The baby oil is not for an individual.
But sure, let's put it like this. You got 5 people twerking in front of you.
Okay.
You go 1 bottle of baby oil, all of them. That gets all of them.
No.
Baby oil lasts for so long.
1 bottle per booty.
Well, that's too much baby oil. That's too much booty.
See, that's where you're mistaken.
This is going to be on the quiz later tonight, everybody.
This is the math.
If you
What
have
is
5
the
bottles of baby
to
oil,
booty ratio.
Have you never seen the oil put on the booty? It's not. It's a bottle is what you're looking for.
So yeah, because
And then it very much seems like he enjoys the company of men. So I'm sure part of that is oiling up dudes.
But there's not you need more baby oil for dudes.
No, but you would
Says you.
probably oil more of them. You're oiling specific areas of a woman. Booty, titties. For dudes,
No.
you want the muscles, you want all of this.
Because Diddy might be a foot guy.
He
Would
might,
you put it
okay,
past
cool.
him?
Yep. All right. Now we're including feet too.
Yeah. And then with the feet comes the ankles, comes the calves, comes the thighs.
I don't think a foot dude is necessarily an ankle dude.
I don't
they're
think
more
that
of
they
the
would be
tootsies.
averse to
let's
it.
let's
You
not
know, I think
insinuate
not-
anything
not
about Diddy's
a-
character now here, DA. I mean,
Yeah.
come on.
It's not averse to it, but it's not what they're looking for. Like with titties, they're not adverse to areola, but areola may not be what they're looking for. What they're looking for is arches. They're looking for tootsies.
But also, Diddy is a special kind of freak.
Yeah.
So who knows what kind of he could be turned on by that little in the skin that connects the baby toe to the ring toe. That could do it for him.
And it needs to be oiled up. Like,
With a full bottle?
I don't
Yes.
see where you're having the problem connected. Okay, here's the thing. Here's the thing. It's clearly that when the party comes, we can't be making baby oil runs.
Why not?
There's 1,000. That's gonna kill the party.
Hey, yo.
Oh, no.
Josh, come bring me some baby oil. You know what's up.
Okay, in the term of party, but who knows if let's say that they just bought more oil than they needed. He's not gonna throw out the oil, it's just gonna sit there. If there's
Sure.
1,000 there, it's not like he's planning a party this week.
But it
That's
also
clearly
takes up
been there
time.
for a
It
while.
also takes up space.
Yeah.
You don't
You have
invite
like
you
80,000
don't invite
room.
more booty than you got oil. So if 15 booties
But-
show up and you got 13 oils, that's your own fault.
But what
But
happens?
by your math, I mean, because I'm like 5 booties,
I
1
understand.
bottle.
Understand.
You can
But
make
at
it
the
stretch.
same time,
You can water it down a little bit.
at
You
the
can
same-
make
you're
it
not
a stretch.
watering down oil for booty. That's
You can
that's
be
a
like,
ridiculous notion.
no.
Wait, listen.
If he was just like, I'm so big, I'm putting Hennessy in my baby oil. That's how much I'm big buddy.
This is the way I'm looking at it. See, I lost my train of thought.
Good.
This is the worst Scott
oil,
Steiner
booty,
mathematics.
What was I thinking? What
5 booties,
no,
1
it was
squirt,
before that. It was before that.
cutting the baby oil with water.
Nope, more earlier.
With Hennessy?
Something, oil, booty, money. I
Oil
lost it.
on
See,
the,
you
like,
should've just
on
let
the-
me get my out.
That means I win.
Definitely not. Yo, you were louder.
Uncontested.
Oil on the
Unbelievable. I
toe-weenus,
do not remember
like
my
that.
point.
Was it there?
What?
I said oil on the toe-weenus that DA was
No,
describing.
way past that.
But yeah,
This is
he,
gonna haunt me.
You'll listen back.
about is
You'll
up
listen
basically-
back and then you won't have it again. You're just,
I remember. But what
There it goes.
happens if booties cancel? Sometimes you might
Sure.
have 30 booties lined up and 20 show up.
Then you double up.
You double up the oil,
Yeah.
so a bottle is too much. But now, we just got these bottles. Let's just double up.
Yeah.
No,
if
crazy
you're
bars.
so hedonistic
Cor-
that you're like, I can't save them. It's either you saving them and
He's
you
clearly
only
saving
have
them. He's got 1,000.
you only have enough that you need, or you have a surplus, which is just wasteful at that point.
He has a surplus because
That's
at
just
any
wasteful.
time a party could break out and booty comes.
There ain't 1,000 booties coming.
You don't know that. Have you? There's reports that Drake
Out
bumps
of
women in
context
for his
statement.
parties. It's like a 50-to-1 ratio of women to
Okay,
dudes.
so that's 50 booties.
No, it's like 200 women there.
Okay, that's 200 women. That's still
And you got
$1,000, and I am still not convinced that it is a battle per cheek.
And on top of that, you're only thinking of it as a one-day thing. It can be spread out over a weekend.
Sure, but if you're creating the economy for baby oil,
Okay.
surely they have some sort of system to get that to you as fast as possible. If you're their number one customer outside of the hospital,
But if it's somebody like, yo, where's the oil? Let's get it on this booty. And the booty's like, yeah, let's get
Like,
that.
and
And
that-
then 5 seconds later, it's like, you know what? Maybe that oil ain't what I want. All right, you done missed your chance for oil on booty.
then
Because you
put
ain't
it
got
back
the oil.
on the shelf.
No, because it hasn't come here
Okay,
from where
so
it is.
again, like I said, don't invite 15 booties if you only got 13 oils, or you cut that with some water.
Who wants to cut out booty because the oil ain't right?
Well, sometimes you got to.
Clearly not. I can have 1,000 instead.
Or you cannot be, he just don't have so many, because then it comes out that you got 1,000 and months like you got 1,000.
Yeah, but that's only if I'm a monster.
1,000's a lot.
That's only if I'm a monster that's sex trafficking and they raid my house.
You know, that is not the worst thing that comes out of
Yeah,
it.
because like this has been going on
So,
for a decade.
If he's like, if
Welcome,
they catch me, it's just the baby oil. That don't even matter at that point.
Yeah, like, all right, they're gonna meme at me, but like, I'm going away for life.
Also, I have finally I have a clipboard for writing down things. I definitely want "that's 50 booties" as the next sound alert. It was just stated so matter-of-factly. It was just like, ooh.
That entire rant just now was full of many moments.
True. But I don't know. That's 50 booties is
I feel like BG putting his head in his hands is like an emote worthy offense.
I couldn't remember my point of the booties,
my point of the booties.
I hope that.
But yes, he
but I did remember.
got arrested about 2 weeks ago at this point. It was a little after, I think, when we would have had last week's podcast. Or a little bit before.
He was only arrested
this.
this week.
Was it this week? I thought it
Yeah.
was earlier
Yeah,
than
I think it was very recent.
that. Okay.
He heard that knock at the door of his hotel, and you just went, "Johnson & Johnson has come for me."
They've learned of my insider trading. I'm just buying the product to up the stock.
Oh, boy.
What? You know what? I'm actually curious if he actually invested in this baby.
Honestly?
Oh, dude. Add
Honestly?
racketeering to this whole list. Let's go.
But just that knock on the door, you open it, you see the cops, you just go.
Oh, you didn't see the arrest video?
No, I saw
Oh,
it.
okay.
I know, I'm just going in his mind.
Oh, yeah.
It's just like,
Yeah, I'm done.
yes.
I did not
Why even come
see
back?
that.
That's why he's an
Yeah.
egomaniac and or sociopath.
Did you see the video of when him and Bieber met up and he's fucking patting him down for a
Yeah.
wire?
Crazy.
Dude.
He knew for a while.
Oh,
what
he
was
knew
happening.
the game was up. He knew it was all over. And
Jeff,
it's a matter
somebody said that R. Kelly P. Diddy prison album go hit like fire.
Oh man. I keep seeing videos of like P. Diddy about to see R. Kelly when he sees P. Diddy walk down the cell block, and it's just
Oh, the Tom Brady. I saw the Tom Brady. That was hilarious.
And I shivved
Oh,
at him,
man.
and he shivved at me, and I shivved at him.
With everything Diddy knows and all the people he's got dirt on.
I'm pointing every orifice. I got every digit, whatever.
The Tootsies are out. Bring no oil.
Everybody's going down. Not that way, not the Diddy Party way, but the prison way.
Not that way.
But not that way. Unless.
But like, does he even make it through this entire thing without getting Epstein. Like that's where I'm at.
Yeah, if somebody could just call a hit on them, legit.
That's what I'm seeing here.
Just
yeah.
Taylor Swift is like, nah, we can't be having this.
Yeah, he ain't protected where he is no more, man. It ain't like that for him. If Epstein can get got, anyone can. Epstein had dirt on world leaders. This motherfucker has dirt on celebrities and politicians. It's a different world. We're gonna have to see where this goes
for sure.
Because I'm currently doubting he even makes it through this.
Indeed. I think he'll be fine. I think that he's just like, I'm snitching on everybody. Just get me. He's gonna cut the biggest, slimiest deal.
I think he's gonna try to cut a deal to get one of those isolated rooms where you get a computer and a TV and that type of stuff, where it's more like a quasi hotel room or a recreation center as opposed
or a
to
halfway house.
Yeah, he's gonna do his best to rat everybody out to get that going.
You see, Usher killed his entire Twitter lifeline.
700 messages.
Pink did
7,000.
That's not good. If we start seeing people going up, I'm moving to England forever. You just like, we know what's up.
But I feel like a lot of that is precautionary because people are like, they'll see celebrities taking pictures with Diddy and like
just a
Emmys or something, or a public event. Or even just a private event that's for celebrities anyway, and they're just like, "Oh, what was you doing with Diddy?" So they're just like, "You know what? Nope, take all this away."
Usher's a different game, though. Like,
yeah,
P. Diddy was his legal guardian for a long time.
Yep,
when he was younger. So Usher's already in the fucking mud, and he knows it. So still killing your entire tweet history off that, regardless of people knowing that much, that is not good.
Yeah, and it's weird because it's not even like I'm gonna deactivate Twitter because oh my god, I'm just tired of Twitter. Let's just do that. No, you clearly still want to use Twitter. You just don't want anything past you have said to be used.
Yep. Oh, dude, Jet, 50 Cent is living happy right now. That motherfucker has been waiting for this. Him and Eminem both.
He's been cracking jokes like crazy.
Oh yeah. This is the best time. This is Christmas for certain people.
You okay?
Wrong pipe.
Yep. Beautiful.
Stop drinking the baby oil.
Take that.
Yeah. Don't run from me.
Oh boy. All right.
Yeah, this is gonna end up bad for a lot I think.
Oh yeah.
It's not gonna be just Diddy unless he's found swinging in a cell.
Yeah,
like him and Jay-Z. Jay-Z is number one target.
Oh, for sure. And Jay-Z's doing dirt right now. Yeah, it's not good.
But even if they do find him swinging, they still got videos, and then they pull somebody who's on that video, just like, hey yo.
That disconnect will happen. They have fucking Epstein's ledger for his island, and you ain't seen nobody else going to jail. If there's nobody to testify. That's just record. So
no,
you can't prove nobody was forced.
All it takes is one of them baby oil booty girls to be like, I want to write a book, and then she comes out like, I done seen it all, and
Epstein,
she's pointing fingers.
You ain't seen shit from Epstein's for fucking island at this point either, though.
Yeah, because who's gonna talk?
If the main one goes down, no one else is gonna talk. Is exactly what we're getting at.
No, because the victims can't talk because they over there. But the baby oil people,
anybody involved. If the top of the chain goes down like that, the fear will be too strong. If he can get got,
what does Bill Clinton have to offer to be like, hey, I'm telling on everybody? They're like, okay, so that means that you were there. The baby oil booty girl could just be like, I was just voted in, and then I was in a baby oil booty nightmare.
They're not gonna say anything. Because if the man himself can get got in federal holding, where the fuck are you?
No, you call the FBI like, hey, you see them cheeks right there? That's my cheeks.
And nobody should have been able to get to him, and they did. You got no fucking chance. Nobody will do it. So that's why they need to keep him alive. If he dies, nobody else. It's over.
It's not a matter of keeping him alive. If somebody wants him out, they're getting him out of here.
I mean, yeah, but I'm saying that's the game. Is if anybody else wants to go, if anybody else is going to go down, he needs to stay alive. If he goes down, everybody else stays. No, maybe they go ghost a little bit, but they're fine. If he stays alive and testifies to get a deal, he's done.
Just one.
Nah, no way. That's not how that works.
Time will tell. But for now, baby oil booty girls. That's all we got.
Baby rest in peace.
What? All right.
What? Your life is over at that point. If you got to, they've been freaking so much that they need an IV. You're not going to Walmart after that. That's not. You can't live a normal life.
This is your life now.
Yeah. You can't call your mama like, "Hey, how you doing?" No. You know what you did in that Diddy mansion.
Oh.
So, One Piece live action. We have casting announcements for Crocodile as well as Nico Robin. Explain Nico Robin. I hadn't really seen her in anything. Lara Abova. But looks very good for the role. And then Crocodile is getting played by Joe Manganiello, who, if you're a fan of tabletop board games, he is very much in the tabletop board game scene. He's been in True Blood and a couple other big-time TV shows. He was going to be Deathstroke in the Snyderverse, but Snyderverse.
Yeah.
But I think he is about as perfect casting as you can get, honestly, in terms of the stuff I've seen him in. He plays a really good villain.
Yeah, and he's like 6'5", 6'6". So he's also large
he's
man.
He's a big dude. He's a very big dude and a very big. I think it was either. I think it was a Facebook thread. I just said he's just mean-looking Henry Cavill, where it's just like he is a giant buff nerd. So
yeah.
The Nico Robin actress is getting hate.
Of course she is.
Really? I haven't seen that one yet.
She was Russian born, and because of that, people were saying somebody had an image up that was just like Robin pointing at her going, "I don't want to be a terrorist," because Russia, Ukraine stuff.
Oof.
Even though she hasn't been there for like 20 years.
It's just so annoying.
Yeah, it's weird stuff. People are weird.
But in
And
general,
the Straw Hats are terrorists, by the way.
I was about to.
like, come on, buddy.
You know they're pirates.
They have usurped the throne of like 3 kingdoms. Like,
well, they reinstated they
prevented an insurrection.
They removed Don Flamingo.
Yep. Forced the abdication of the throne.
Another insurrection.
Kaido.
Removed Kaido. Another insurrection in the sea people. The mermen.
Fishman Island.
Sorry, Fishman. That's like 4 right there.
Committed crimes on government land.
Multiple times.
Broke into and out of prison.
Multiple times.
They're terrorists.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, 5 times. Skypiea. They got rid of Enel.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, and then the other thing is we got the hint. First little glimpse of Tony Chopper.
Yep.
And it definitely.
I'm still worried. I will always be worried until I see him.
It looks like
it's
they're going.
Hard to know.
Sonic the
It's
Hedgehog.
hard to know if they're actually going Yeah, it's hard to know. It might be more closer to Detective Pikachu than Sonic, and we'll see how that goes.
But at the very least, he's got his little hat, teeny little antlers, very much looking cartoonish. At least, just like in terms of it. He looks like his anime shape, I guess, is the best way to describe it in terms of.
And his ears wiggled and people squeed.
Yes.
Yep.
That's actually, I think, the one thing we don't know who's going to be voicing him yet, right?
Yep.
So that's like the one casting announcement.
Go get Brina.
Just get Brina. Just get her.
Yeah. If you can do it for Tails, you can do it for Chopper. But yeah, excited about that. And then we got one other teaser of everybody's favorite Netflix adaptation. It's not One Piece. It's, of course, I'm referring to Avatar: The Last Airbender. Got a
feet for free.
We got our first glimpse.
They really just out here, just like bam.
Yep.
Do they know?
Got our first glimpse of Toph, which I didn't even realize because I have not watched the first season. The first comment that I saw of that is like, hey, maybe Aang will move a pebble in this season. I guess he just never water bent at all in the first season, even though he was learning water bending as a part of season 1.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, he didn't bend a
So
single...
he's doubling up the next season?
Seemingly.
That seems stupid.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a reason. It sucked. Oh
man.
I've said my piece. I've said my piece. It is
I really
not
gotta watch that now.
No, you don't.
Definitely before the end of the year.
Well, I mean, I would say just based off of what I know, Borderlands is still worse when it comes to adaptations. There's
hard to be worse.
There's more redeeming qualities to the Last Airbender Netflix series than there are to the Borderlands movie. So, adjust your list accordingly.
Okay. And then last thing I have before game stuff, and this was wanted to bring some levity in between our first topic and this, with the passing of James Earl Jones, happened a couple weeks ago, which we've said it multiple times. He made it to the finish line. Seemingly by his own will. We're gonna still hear more of him because Disney has the rights to his AI voice.
Only for Vader.
Only for Vader? Okay. So as Darth Vader. But yeah, a literal voice of multiple generations, which is bonkers to kind of even think about. Between Star Wars, Mufasa, other things he's done.
He's gonna get that Lion King boost.
I was gonna say, well, I wonder if he did anything for Mufasa, not for my own.
He's gonna get that boost. Crazy bars.
But yeah, and it's like some of the stuff that I saw too, were in terms of there was the behind the scenes thing from Big Bang Theory where him and Carrie Fisher were on it, and that was literally the first time they ever met. Was like in the
crazy
mid 2000s. It's a funny little clip where he's like ding dong ditching Carrie Fisher's house.
That's funny.
I did see a Twitter post that was just like everybody who played the original Darth Vader has passed. So it's James Earl Jones, the voice, the face, the body, and the stunt dude.
Yep.
They're all gone.
Yep.
Time is a bastard.
Yep.
I mean, time is what it is. It's cancer's a bastard. Time is just it is what it is.
Sometimes it's just time.
Yep.
I mean, all the time is time.
Not necessarily, because time is just the social construct.
Well, time's not a place or thing or time.
Let's get out of the fallacy loop.
Time. All right.
It's so good, dude. I just was rewatching Wonder Shows recently because I downloaded it. It's so good.
All right. Now have a bunch of different gaming news. This one was interesting. Flappy Bird, which that came out with like late teens, early 20s for us.
Yeah, BG's a big fan of Flappy Bird.
Shut the up. Yeah, you know what I was doing.
So, guy made Flappy Bird with essentially a bunch of stolen assets. I forget what bird it originally came from. It was the Mario pipes, Mario background. Very catchy and addictive game. Guy made a lot of monies from Vietnam, if I'm not mistaken, or the Philippines. Took it off all the different app stores because he's just like, this game got too popular. I don't like the attention. It's gone. And then basically through some different legal things and what have you, basically there was a court like summons or what have you to be like, hey, some people are claiming the copyright to this game. He just never showed up because he didn't care about it anymore. So the rights to the game went to somebody else. They made their own Flappy Bird organization. And they are now, this organization, now that they have the full copyright rights, are re-releasing the game.
I can't remember. There was something sketch they were doing, like NFTs or AI or one of
That
them
sounds
things.
right. It's
The
always
company
where
that
it leads
now
to
owns
these
it.
days.
Yeah.
Yeah, some sketch they were doing with it, and I just can't remember what it is.
But
Dude, can we stop with AI?
nope.
It's gonna become a real problem for the validity of photos.
Or
Because I was looking at Google, I think it was Google Pixel, where you could take an image and then you can literally take an image on your phone and then do some AI stuff to it to include other stuff.
All
we can do that
Android
on
phones
our
have
phone.
those. Yeah, all
Oh
Android
yeah,
phones
yeah,
have
I
those.
forgot we can.
Yeah.
I forgot that was an update. Yeah,
Mhm.
it's just scary stuff. And then what's that band? Tears for Fears. They're releasing a new album, and it was all AI art for the album art. And it's like, and they paid an AI artist to do it. Pay an artist. What are you doing? It's terrible, dude.
I hate it.
I hate it.
It's Photoshop for lazy people.
But the difference with Photoshop is you need the skills to make it look convincing. You need the skills to make it look good.
Yeah.
It's not AI for lazy people. It's AI for people. I mean, it's not Photoshop for lazy people. It's Photoshop for people that cannot Photoshop. All you need to do is touch a few buttons and get 95% of the thing you wanted.
Yeah, I can't even call it Photoshop because you're literally not putting quote unquote pen to paper in terms of like an actual drawing. You're literally typing out a teeny paragraph.
Yeah.
And then it does all the work for you. In order to even start with Photoshop, you need to have an inkling of drawing skill. And these people don't.
Even if you want to just take a bunch of images from a bunch of other places and put them together in a Photoshop, those images come from a source, and people can find the source of those images. Because this is conglomeration of images that AI just spits out to you. There's no way to find the source of like a downed helicopter outside on your yard. Because it's just generating what it believes a helicopter to be. It's crazy, scary, stupid stuff.
Yeah. And the thing that
I will
bugs me
say
the most
glad
is
that AI coding was bush. What scams?
There are good applications of AI. It's not the focus, of course, because that doesn't make money. AI in the health sector. I feel like I've stated this multiple times. I know I've talked about where there's been AI assisted scans that were able to find like breast cancer lumps well before it was actually a thing. The smart bed that I have uses AI to help me sleep better. That's cool. I like sleeping better.
Yeah. Things that aren't generative. They just read from a data set and go, oh, it would be better if this. You most likely have this. That type of thing.
Yep.
It's not so much modern controls for Street Fighter. It's more like if you play, I don't know if they do it for Mortal Kombat 1, but if you play like Injustice 2, there was the ability to run through towers with a AI controlled one of your characters, where you just go, hey, I want 8 offense and 2 defense. So I don't want you blocking a lot. I want you attacking a lot. I want you at this range and blah, blah, blah. And then you just let them run it. That's more like what it is. You're putting in a bunch of props and they're doing the thing you want them to do. For that, you're still controlling the character. You still have to make the decisions. You're not really making the decisions here. You're just prompting and hoping it spits out what you want.
Yep. It would be like you mash your
for generative.
Yeah, it's like, I guess in my head it would be like you just mashed on the controller a bunch, and through those inputs it tried to fight for you. Like,
yeah,
it tried to get the intent of the combos that you attempted to put in, and then proceeded to do those combos for you.
Auto mapping, essentially.
Asimo Biracola? Is there a tournament going on? Let me know what tournament that is. Or that may have been, or was that like a couple weeks ago? Anyways, let's see. We have the final list of Dragon Ball Sparking Zero's character list, which is, how many characters was it? It was a stupid
I've seen gameplay of Ultra Instinct Goku, and apparently it will auto dodge and consume ki, which is fucking hilarious.
That sounds right. Let's see, Sparking Zero.
It takes ki to do that though, and you can do it without ki.
Yeah, I saw that too. I don't know how that works or how that's a mechanic you can even use. Just auto dodge.
182 is the final total, which is probably going to be more because they will have DLC, of course.
Is that accounting for transformations or just
each transformation is a different character in these games?
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
But it was like 161 or something, and the big surprise was supposed to be them opening up the edges and adding some more people, but it got all leaked, and then they were just like, "Oh, we're putting it all up," because it was just like, "Oh, here's everybody," and it was just, "Here's all the movie characters." Dr. Wheelo made it in, but Super 17 doesn't
because they need it for the DLC.
Yeah.
What? You can't sell. We've had this discussion. You cannot sell DLC on Qui. You cannot.
Absolutely. But you got all of Superhero.
Okay.
Diamond that's coming out. Cell Max, Beast, both of the androids. Gohan, Piccolo. Yeah, we got like 11 characters from that.
The fact that I understood that is just, it makes me angry.
Yeah.
Gohan, Piccolo. It's like,
You probably throw Pan in there as well. But then again, would you want to beat up on a 4-year-old like that?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Just do a Beast pack, and that's probably what they're going to do. They're going to do the most. These packs are probably going to come with like 4 characters, and it's going to be 3 you really want, and 1 that's kind of thrown in there so you can pad that out.
I was going to say, then where does 17 fit into it? But if you have a Beast pack and you have Gohan, Piccolo, you can have the 3 androids, and then Cell Max and also Super 17.
No. You can do a GT pack.
They already put GT in it.
What are all the GT ones?
Sin, Omega, Baby. Super Saiyan 4, Gogeta, babies.
Hold on.
It's everybody.
I have the
but
full list
17.
here. Yeah. So we got Pan Kid Goku, Super Saiyan Kid Goku, Super Saiyan 3 Kid Goku, Super Saiyan 4 Goku, Baby Vegeta,
it's
Super Baby
everybody
1,
you would
2,
want, but
Grade 8 Baby Oob Majub, Sin Shenron, Omega Shenron, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Yep. It's like,
yeah, but it's everybody but 17.
Yeah, that's
and my thing is, I'm not asking for dark 17 that fused with R17. I'm not asking for that. That's stupid. Just put Super 17 in and take out Dr. Wheelo. You want the, and they don't even, I was gonna say you wanted the completionist of having all the movie villains, but you don't have Bio Brawling because you're ashamed of them. Put them in, you cucks.
Wouldn't you be?
Don't hide from your failures.
So I haven't looked at the list, so I'm guessing original Broly, movie 2 Broly, and
there's like 5 Brolys.
Okay.
You got Z Broly and you got Super Broly.
Okay.
Broly, Super Saiyan Broly, Legendary Super Saiyan Broly.
Okay.
But
So
no,
there's no
Super 17. That
transformations in
is
Sparking?
one character slot.
It's all individual, so there's no transforming.
I can't remember
combat.
if the old Budokai Tenkaichis allowed you to transform every now and then.
Yeah, they did.
They did.
Okay. So
but
it might be
you can pick the
that-
characters though individually. I don't know if you can, but it's like you're essentially transferring to a new character. It's like a new moveset when you do the transformations. But I don't know if they'll allow it mid game.
Google.
In this game, yes, you can transform mid game, and it's a completely new character,
Okay.
quote unquote. But you need to equip whatever you need to equip beforehand.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that's how they did it. They did capsules where you'd have the Super Saiyan 3 capsule.
Oh, that that was original Budokai. That was original Budokai 3.
Are you sure they didn't do that?
Yeah,
for
I remember. It might have also been in Tenkaichi.
So transformations are based on the character form you've taken. So Kid Goku cannot change into all forms of Goku, but he can change into all forms of Kid Goku.
Yes.
Yep.
So it's dependent on what form you pick.
Then why even have the different slots?
Yeah.
It's to beef up the roster.
Of course, but you're not.
But you mean you can?
You're a fraud.
No, I can see it. If you want to just start with Super Saiyan 3's moveset,
Then pick that character and move over.
Yeah, pick Goku, pick mid Goku, and then go click. Okay, now I'm Super Saiyan 3.
Yeah, just to emphasize, we have, because I feel like my first thought of like, why no Super 17? You know, my first like initial thought, which is a stupid thought for this game, was like, oh, but they're gonna have, the first Android 17, they're gonna have the super version. You don't want too many 17s. And then I look at the character list and we have Goku Z early, Goku Z mid, Goku Z end, Super Saiyan Goku Z end, Super Saiyan Goku 2 Z end, Super Saiyan Goku 3 Z end, Goku Super, Super Saiyan Goku Super, Super Saiyan God Goku Super, Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan Goku from Super.
And
Super
it goes on
and it goes on.
Goku from GT, Super Saiyan, and all the different forms in there. There are like 30 Gokus alone.
And Daima or
oh yeah, it's gonna be
it's called,
DLC,
Goku.
right? I think that's gonna be one of the first
Daima Goku is pre-order, and then the rest is gonna be DLC.
Gotcha.
Oh, do we have what's it called, Vegeta in this game? Then do we have not
Ultra Ego?
Ultra Ego, yeah.
No,
I don't think
no
so.
manga stuff like that. There's a couple manga only moves, but no manga only characters and transformations.
Okay.
Oh, actually, that's actually a little announcement, which was, at least I feel like for us, a blast from the past, that the voice of Goku in Daima is going to be Stephanie Nadolny, who was
the correct choice.
who was the original voice of Kid Goku and Gohan, but she did Goku way better. Give me Colin Clinkenbeard for Gohan at every day of the week. Give me Stephanie Nadolny for Goku as a kid every day of the week. So that's gonna be pretty exciting. Haven't heard her in a long time. But yeah, 182 and more to come characters with the heaviest of air quotes. Oh yeah, that comes out, I think it's October 11th if I saw. I'll definitely pick it up. Give it at least a play.
They've got some really good like what if stuff that's
Oh yeah, that's cool.
I've seen they brought the what ifs back and I like that a lot.
Always interesting.
Oh, they have OG Bardock? Fuck yeah.
Yep.
Why wouldn't they?
They don't have Super 17. Why not Bardock?
Bardock's like infinitely.
It makes no sense.
I said that just for DA.
It's so dumb.
No, we got too much.
We got to make way for Frieza Soldier.
8.
I was so happy when I saw that. I'm like, oh god, that's such a useless slot, and I love it.
We don't need Super 17, but we need Goldo. Can't forget Goldo.
It's crazy. Dr. Wheelo.
I honestly don't even know who that is.
The
World's strongest.
Oh, that guy?
The robot. The robot brain. Yep.
That's goofy.
Why is there a Cell Jr. individual character?
No Pilaf, No Tao Pai Pai.
So
but we get
Junior,
Dr.
bro.
Wheelo.
Did they do PyCon?
Yeah, he's here.
I forget if PyCon's there.
I thought I just saw him.
I forget.
Nope.
Oh, I thought I just saw him.
I have the character.
You
list
think they
up
would have
right
put
now.
him in with Jinimba? Really, PyCon's not there. PyCon's fairly popular for a filler character.
And that's why.
Riza Force Soldier.
Let's see.
Could he carry a pack?
If he is the second character of a pack, yes.
There need to be a
metal
theme
cooler.
though, instead of just a whatever.
Cool.
What's the
Metal
theme?
cooler.
Otherworld.
Give me
Oh,
3.
Lord Slug. Oh, it's been a minute.
Snake Princess.
Snake Princess.
People would pop for Snake Princess,
for a second, and then they'd be like, "What?
but you
Fortune teller Baba? What? I mean, sure, but
King Kai,
King Kai?
or some of the Kais. I can see some of the Kais.
They haven't fought.
That doesn't mean anything.
I want to see Grand Kai. I want to play as Grand Kai.
You could grab some people from the Otherworld tournament if you really wanted to. So PyCon,
Oh,
obviously.
those lames. There was nobody but PyCon there.
Oh, you don't remember Olibu?
I remember that big blonde Hercules guy because
Yeah, that's
so lame and
Olibu. You do
nothing.
remember him. Yeah.
Wow, 1 for 1, GA. I guess people do remember.
I guess put him in over Super 17.
Of course. Everybody is popping for my boy Olibu.
Green could be the theme.
Oh,
Green.
Yeah, so you can have like Nail or something from
Nails in there.
Oh, Nail.
Yeah, you can have some green characters.
oh boy. But yeah, that
This is an arena fighter.
Yes.
And it's clear that this is what people want.
Yes.
Mhm.
If there was ever a jump game, there's been a lot of people saying, I wish ArcSys could, and these are the people that did Dragon Ball Fighters,
Mhm.
could do a jump versus game.
No.
And it's not going to work because the character roster is going to disappoint everybody. Because even with the absolute just throw what we've got into this game of cross tag battle, where it's like we've already got Blaze Boom characters, we've already got Guilty Gear characters,
Mhm.
we've already got these characters. There were still only like 24 characters at launch. 24 of all of Jump. Even if they upped it to 40, if you put 4 characters from 10 series, that's 40 characters already.
Mhm.
So this is clear. They want a 300 character roster of Jump Arena Fighter.
Balanced.
Yeah. Balanced somehow.
People be complaining about Smash Bros with 80 characters. 300.
Nah, we got to get the fucking the special guest characters into Sparking Zero. Luffy, Naruto, Ichigo. It's coming. That's
That'd
what's
be
coming
kinda
to
hype.
Sparking Zero.
I can see that.
I mean,
That would be hype.
crossover is the biggest thing. If any
I think Jump
almost a
Force would like that
platform.
memo. I think they missed it, Ralph, that crossovers are the best thing, because...
Hey,
if
Jump Force sold a lot.
And then
if
shut
any
down
video
like
game
almost
at
immediately.
Dragon Ball could, it'd be interesting.
All right. Next up, a couple of games that came out or were beta tested as well. Jet. I forget when I think it was last Friday. You had said, "Hey, there's a battle royale platform fighter." I was like, Excuse me? Actually looked it up after that stream. It was Uno, that's right. And yeah, Bite Breakers, which I guess it's made by a company that makes this game that's like a MOBA soccer style game called Omega Strikers. And it's basically reusing characters and stuff from that game into a platform fighter. And character designs and what have you, all of them, really cool. It is very much using like the Smash Brothers formula as a basis in terms of shield, grab, specials, and what have you. But basically, picture in Smash Bros. There's the level the Great Cave Offensive, which is enormous. Times that by 3-ish. With like smaller little areas, and basically that is the map. You like, and that has like wires that will like, and pipes that'll take you through to all the different areas. There's armor, upgrades, and what have you, a la a battle royale, that it gives you different bonuses and what have you. And then it's the map slowly shrinks in, and it's trying to survive, but instead it's a platform fighter. And then it's, at least for the playtest that they had, it was just a 1-week open playtest. It was like duos. And then you would just kind of like do doubles and stuff and what have you. But they also had just like a single player normal Smash Bros 1v1 on like a Battlefield style level. And I was mostly playing that just to get used to the game. The game had, and because this is like pre-alpha playtests, the game feels really damn good for a pre-alpha. So if they keep doing playtests to keep pushing out, I'm actually excited for this game. And I feel like they have like good character designs and good character archetypes already in the game in terms of moveset and what have you, that I think it could be very good. I need to look up the girl's name, but there was the girl I was playing was she had these like 2 shields. She was like big old tank character and slow but strong. She had these like different shield moves and what have you. And then could create, like, her up B was basically she would create a small little platform that would just be there for a little bit of a time. And then they had the brawler character, they had a trap character, what have you, they had a puppet character. Like, they kind of had all the, like, current Smash Bros. Archetypes and what have you. And it was, like, only, like, 6 to 8 characters, I forget how many, but it's, like, right now, a tiny roster. Yeah, the shield lady. It's really cool. But that was good. And then, Ralph, you were playing Space Marine.
Fuck yeah. Game is fucking fantastic. It's the best way I can put Space Marine is it's the Gears of War we've been wanting to see since GAO 3. It is so much fun. It is so heavy. It is so brutal. It is so bloody and destructive and just revels in the darkness and death. It is so much fun. It is awesome. There is very little that I enjoy more in that game than using the chain sword and skewering this giant alien fucking hydralisk motherfucker, cutting it in half, taking its horn from its head, and then impaling its skull into the ground as your character just screams for the Emperor. It is fucking amazing. Campaign is stellar. Like, I've grew up watching my friends play 40K, the tabletop version. I never got into it because it was A, fucking expensive.
Yeah.
And B, there's too much to that shit for me. There is so much going on, and it takes weeks to finish a game.
D&D on steroids.
I couldn't commit. Yeah, it is bad.
Financially and
yeah,
rules.
Oh, absolutely. I love the lore though. The writing is awesome. It has got so much meat to it, and Space Marine has always been pretty good about it.
Versus.
So it's just fun. It's fucking fun. And now tonight I'm gonna jump into Frostpunk 2.
Ooh. I feel like what is that? I've definitely seen
That's
it.
a real-time. It's a strategy game.
Okay.
Is it real-time strategy? Is that what it's called? Is that what it is?
Yeah, RTS.
Yeah, it is RTS. Yeah, and oh boy, I've been watching streams for it while I've been cleaning and stuff throughout the day, and I'm looking forward to jumping in because it's free on Game Pass, and I am very excited.
Okay.
So if you have Game Pass, you can just download it right now.
Gotcha.
It's a real-time strategy game, and those are a no-go for your boy.
Oh, dude, I love them. It is so much fun looking.
I have had one experience. I do like RTS games myself, but I have one experience of playing an RTS with Ralph. I don't remember what Youmacon it was, but they just had a bunch of PCs set up, and it had StarCraft 2. What are you looking at?
This lady did a bunch of surgeries to her face, and it's hit.
Okay.
And Dia had not seen this yet.
Okay.
I thought it was a puppet. I'm just like, oh, these sex dolls are getting really.
Back to StarCraft, Mike.
StarCraft. Anyways, so at YomaCon, and I mostly just play single player stuff for RTS, and Ralph's just like, hey, you want to play me? I'm like, sure, why not? So I'm just sitting here like, I don't, my APM is non-existent. I'm just kind of doing my stuff here.
We know.
And especially in real-time strategy games. So I'm just like trying to get some forces build up. Like, all right, I'm thinking of building up an attack. I think I was playing Protoss. He was playing the humans. And the humans, like later on, get these giant mechs. Giant ass mechs. At some point, it's like you're under attack, and I pan over to the other side of my base, and there's 30 of them. Of the mechs. Just storming, and I'm like... And Ralph's just... just laughing. I'm just like...
In the time it took Mike to build up a basic army, I had enough time to build an armada of Thors. It was fantastic.
Oh, Mike saw the video.
I'm seeing the thumbnail by hovering over the link.
Yeah.
Oh, whoa. Whoa.
Yeah.
Like I said, I thought that was a puppet.
No.
Is it bad that the first thing that went through my head was, do you believe in life after life?
Yo, that can't be real, bro. I can't. I can't believe in that. Ugh. That hurt my soul.
All right. What's next? PlayStation 5 Pro. That's happening. Which?
But why though?
Because they always do. Bigger graphics, clearer picture.
Yeah, but they're like 2 years out from the PS6. Like,
and then when they put them side by side, it's just like, oh, okay. It's not like a whoa PS2 to PS5. It's like a I can see it.
I will say, so like that is out there that happened. There's also another thing that they announced, which I basically had zero interest in buying a PS5 Pro. And then they're like, hey, anniversary PlayStation edition.
Oh, the controller.
That shit looks so fucking good.
The controller really itself looks fucking nice, dude.
They showed that, I'm like,
It's really pretty. I honestly think we're hitting the upper area of what we can do with graphics for now. So we need to just stop trying to push graphics, because I don't know how much more you can push. I think we should focus on lighting, reflection, aesthetics,
accenting the graphical ability,
physics, that type of thing. Because I think I put out a tweet where I'd be fine with PS4 graphics for the next like 20 years if they just
the next step in graphic technology is not going to jump until we start implementing quantum computing into technology.
It's a consumer technology.
That's what I mean. That's exactly what I mean. I'm not talking about private sectors or test sectors. I'm talking until quantum computing is something that we can actually market to the everyday. I don't think we're going to see any big leaps in overall graphic capability.
Because honestly, ray tracing isn't even fully implemented yet.
No.
So yeah, let's focus on those types of things. Get back to PS4, and it might even help alleviate a lot of these like 5-year cycles of game. If it's not just trying to push the most graphic intensive thing out there.
You know, like it. And honestly, I remember in college, I took a couple of courses for graphics, and how ray tracing was a thing that was being researched in 2010, 2011. But it wasn't feasible from a financial and a computer processing standpoint at that time. It could be done. You just needed the equivalent of like a Bitcoin mining farm to render a few pixels at the time. But But now, like literally a decade plus later, it's now in high-end graphics cards, and they're starting to implement that stuff into high-end consoles.
Yep. I have that on my graphics card. I love ray tracing. It makes everything look so fucking good.
My next PC I'm building, and I'm trying to go all out on it.
Yes.
What graphics card?
I'm waiting on the 5000 series, which is probably going to be like January. Yeah, I'm gonna make it a birthday present for myself.
So what level are you gonna go? 60, 70, 80 Ti?
Is it gonna be at least 80? I'm not doing 70s. At least from the rumors I've seen, if you're not doing 80s or 90s, it's worthless.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
That's kind of how it goes.
VRAM. Get higher VRAM. That is the bottleneck I have found with most graphics cards. It's not necessarily getting a 60, 70, 80. It's
well, no, the 80s usually come standard with the higher.
Usually, that's but what I'm saying is, it's just like when one thing I love about the new Resident Evil remake games is when you're tweaking settings, it shows you.
Oh, dude, it's the best.
Like how much this is going to kill your PC.
most games have that now, Mike.
No, they don't.
Most games I'm playing
they
have
don't.
That.
They don't.
I was just playing Star Wars. It does not have it. I was just playing let me bring up my games list. All the ones I've played recently do not have this thing. It has been in Capcom games since like Resident Evil 7, I want to say, and I love it.
Remake 2 and 7 were the ones that I first were
Persona 3 Reload does not have it.
It's one of those things that it's needed.
And
Still Wakes the Deep does not have it.
And the one thing that like basically will kill your performance is how much VRAM your graphics card has. Mine in the current gaming PC that I have, which is like I want to say a 3060. I think it only has 8 gigs of VRAM. And every time I was tweaking crap, trying to get the graphics set, or I'm just like getting into the orange, I'm like, and it's just like, that makes me just like, this is making me want to drop 3K into a new goddamn PC because this bugs me.
Yeah,
exact same. That's the way I'm looking at it. Every 5 years, I'm gonna try to buy a PC. The way I see it is, if you save. What was the math I was doing? If you save $50 a month, that's $600 a year, and you do that for 5 years, that's $3,000.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the way I'm looking at it for my PCs, and that's if I don't sell the current PC I would be having at the time.
Oh yeah, the Pro is a thing. The PS1 version of it is mighty tempting.
It's beautiful.
It looks so good. At the very least, I need to get one of them controllers at a minimum.
Oh, and they are limited supplies. I think they only are producing like 12,000 of the Pro stuff.
Yep. It's like they do this,
which just means scalp boys.
Oh yeah. It's like I look at that. It's like I don't got the money for this shit right now. Come on. We have a article. There's 2 parts of this article that I liked. It was an article about Kingdom Hearts 4 where Nomura is stating, "Hey, we're finally getting to the plot, everybody. This is signaling close to the end. The 12th game that is the 4th in the main series." And apparently, just because the series is so convoluted, I guess Nomura has been looking at YouTube videos to remember the lore of Kingdom Hearts.
Hey,
wait, which one was Roxas?
That's smart.
Was he like a dream or something? I forget what I did.
This man is Akira Toriyama of JRPGs at this point.
It makes sense. Not only was it a very long time ago, but it is a very... There are some things where you're just like, what was that?
It's super convoluted.
Yeah. What drugs was I on when I made this up?
But again, I don't care about announcements for announcements. Give me a date or shut the up.
It really is. Give me a date or shut the up.
Yep. We did get a trailer for a new Like a Dragon game. Like a Dragon, Pirates, Yakuza in Hawaii. You get to play
One of
as...
the worst names I've ever heard. Man, that game looks fun.
It's really long. Hey, Samoa Joe's in it too.
Yeah, we got
cool.
Samoa Joe.
I wish I could play that.
We get to play as Goro
Why can't
Majima.
you? Oh, where are you in Yakuza?
I've not gone back after 3 or 4.
Whoa!
No time. I want to.
Dude, you're cooked.
Big time.
You're cooked. Hey, if nothing else, by the time you do play it, it's gonna be like $15.
I want to play it now.
You want to pay everything now, but you no time.
Did you see who's
When will you
voicing
have
him in
time?
English? Goro Majima. Mercer.
Shock of shocks. I don't think he did that in the previous game, did he?
I think there may have been. I don't know for a fact. That might be something to be looked up, but this game also looks to be in the normal beat 'em up style.
He was.
Okay.
Yeah, he's been Majima for. I didn't know that. Because I was always just like, he does whoever this is, they do a very good job, and I've always left it as that. Because in Japanese, he has such a unique voice, it's not going to translate over. So the best thing that you can do is just do your own interpretation while still staying true to it. You emulating it. It's like Frankie in the dub. It's like you're not getting that, so you just do your own thing, but make it similar enough. And that's what they did, and I appreciate that. But I didn't know that was Mercer. Well, I'm glad he's going to be coming to Yoma, so I can say, hey, great job. Isn't that right, you guys? Mercer at Yoma. Hooray! All of us in line. Right? Hooray! Mercer! Yoma!
I could slap you from here. He's not announced yet, but by virtue of every other goddamn Final Fantasy cast member going to YomaCon,
it's all just a matter of time.
He might be going to YomaCon. But yeah, seems to be in the beat 'em up style. I think this isn't going to be a JRPG one. I think they're kind of reserving that for more mainline games at this point.
Mainline, anything on the side gets the action boys.
Yep. But looks pretty good. Pirate stuff is, for the most part, hit. There are misses. Looking at you, Skull and Bones. But
is that game shut down yet?
I don't think so.
No, it's still up.
And then the final bit of news that I have here is the Pokemon Company / Nintendo has finally taken legal action against Pocket Pair, the makers of PalWorld. But it has
not for copyright.
It is nothing for copyright, not about the character designs. It is patent lawsuits about game mechanics and technologies in the game. PalWorld at this point, Pocket Pair, doesn't know what they're getting sued about yet. They're going through legal proceedings at the moment, but most people are speculating that it is a patent that finally got finalized this August for the Pokemon Company, which is the act of capturing a creature in a ball-like device and storing it. Catching Pokemon in a Pokeball. Which, PalWorld, you catch pals in Pal Spheres and store them on a device. So, like reading the patent, which the patent is 100% worded vaguely on purpose. But that's like the main thing that people are thinking. There are other ones that could also be in play just because the lawsuit says multiple patents. But yeah, legal action has started. Which Nintendo, they just won a lawsuit or a copyright thing of some mobile game was quite literally ripping designs from Pokemon and using it in a game called like Pocket Capture. Like, it was like something we're just like, come on now, like.
Yeah, you'll see those ads on the Google Play Store, just like Pirate Adventures, and it's just one piece. You just go, make your money while you can, I guess.
And they do.
And then get sued for it.
Yep. So, what was the game you're talking about that was on Game Pass? Frostpunk 2.
Yes. Yes. I am very much looking forward to jumping into this.
But yeah, basically we just know that it is happening, that it is about patents, and nothing else at the moment. There could be other
Legal
stuff that
proceedings are
Yep.
very slow, so we'll hear some about it in 2 years.
Yeah, probably. Which you almost have to wonder too, where it's just like, because technically, PalWorld is still in beta, so you could make them squares. Like to change it from spheres to pal cubes.
They can also argue right now that it's technically not a sphere. It's got pointed edges and everything. Like it's accented. It's not a sphere.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. If that was me making the game, I would cover my butt the best as possible and not make it a sphere, and just do whatever you gotta do.
Mm-hmm.
I will say, I do not like the practice of patenting game mechanics. It is a terrible practice. All it does is stifle potential creativity, because there was a time long ago where, does anybody remember a bunch of loading screens where you could play games during a loading screen, mini game? And and they patented it so nobody else could do it. And then they stopped doing it. So now this mechanic that could be cool just does not get used because they don't have a lot of uses for it, but somebody else might. And the same thing happened with the Nemesis system.
Mm-hmm.
The Nemesis system would be super cool in certain games, but they patented it, and it's for this, and I think they're using it for Wonder Woman, the Wonder Woman game that's coming out.
Mm.
And it's like, okay, 2 games have used it so far, when we could have had 30, 40, 50 games doing it.
Yep.
I'm trying to remember some of the games that had like little interactive loading screens. There's a lot of PlayStation 2 era stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you just like jump or something, or rotate your analog stick.
Yep.
Did No More Heroes have that? I think
so.
I know there's like a couple games in particular I'm thinking of. It's like, but basically, it's almost the same thing as if someone patented you go through a skinny tunnel to hide a loading screen thing. That's like in every game now. And it's like, that is a creative way. You're still immersed in the game. And like, in terms of just the player experience, it isn't a cutscene of a door. And then you like walk in.
Like if Nintendo had patented you getting power-ups by hitting things.
Platforming, copyrighted platforming, the act of jumping onto ledges from Mario.
Yeah.
Then
we wouldn't have Sonic. We wouldn't have like all this.
Video games would have died. They wouldn't have ever been a thing.
Mm-hmm.
So like, it's so ridiculous.
It's essentially a form of monopolization, because you can't.
Oh, it's not a form. It is.
It's a form of. But
no, it is.
But it's just like, where do you draw that line? Because our multimedia fucking laws haven't caught up to what's actually our current way of life. Like, our laws haven't kept up.
I cannot remember if I talked about this on the podcast or just like with a friend or even with DA, where it's like the RIAA needs to catch up now, because nobody's listening to a streamer stream music to hear that music in that way. Nobody is listening to a Waz play Mortal Kombat 1 and go, oh, he's playing a Spirit Box. This is the way I consume the band Spirit Box. So why are we doing all this copyright stuff like we're trying to steal the songs? Just funnel a portion of that music of the stream, the revenue, whatever, of ads to those people, and let's keep it moving.
Yep.
And no, it technically falls under fair use if you're not streaming it for the act of streaming the song or pirating. You are essentially using it in the way to create your own content in a separate
That's
fashion.
not necessarily what
It
would
falls
have to be.
under the argument.
I don't think so. I think you need to be using it in a way where you're commenting
AMVs.
on it. Because there was Todd in the Shadows used to be part of a studio called Maker Studio. And he had a song in between the songs he was talking about. It might have been some Katy Perry song just going, let's do it or whatever, or this is the countdown or what have you. And then he would say number 10. And they said you have to take that out because you are not commenting on the music itself. You have to take that out. So he had to change the video and take that song out in between the song he was actually commenting on. Because it can be seen as anything from an endorsement to you just using the music wholesale.
Yeah, all the
share
all the YouTuber music that I use. Yep, that's the only time you get to listen to it is in my stream starting soon bumper. Oh man. But yeah, it's like just like different stream stuff and what have you. At this point, the YouTube system knows well enough that you're using certain songs to flag you for copyright. They could funnel off ad revenue to those specific song owners. And they've been, YouTube, I guess, very recently has been getting pretty aggressive with copyright, age gating, a bunch of different stuff. To the point that, like, some people that I follow are now just, where they were never thinking about making a Patreon, are making Patreons just to put their videos that are getting age gated by YouTube onto it.
Yep.
And then they're just uploading them
That's going to be the way to go at some point. Is people just having to use a different service to give you the full experience. Because I think that's what happens with Nebula. It's a monthly subscription for certain content creators. And they're just like, the full thing is up over there where you can hear the music and all this stuff. And that's just the way it's going to have to be.
Okay. Yeah, I think the one streamer, Ray, he's uploading his videos to Vimeo because they don't fucking care about anything.
No, they do not.
Oh, boy. All right. That's about all I had. Well, actually, so Ralph mentioned what games he's playing. Anything you guys are playing in particular right now?
I wish you would have let me know because I would have brought up the games I'm playing.
No, the answer is no.
Star Wars, of course.
Which one?
I'm gonna the newest one,
Outlaws?
Fallen. Not the Ubisoft one, but Fallen Order or whatever.
Oh, okay, the Jedi one.
Yeah, it got added to Game Pass, so I started playing.
Gotcha.
Still Wakes the Deep, amazing. I need to finish it, but it's a amazing game. Persona 3 Reload, they had the Answer DLC come out recently, so I'm going through that. I'm probably about halfway through it.
I've not started that yet.
Hollow Body is a game that just came out, very reminiscent of older Silent Hills and Resident Evil, fixed camera, creepy town, that type of stuff, monsters invading.
It's like classic-y graphics too, right?
Yep. Hollow Body is pretty good.
That's probably going to be on my list for spooky games this October.
That's good stuff. I was a teenage exocolonist. I love that game with all my heart. With every fiber of my being. If I had played it in the year it came out, it would easily hit my top 2 games. I love that game.
Okay.
Those are the main ones I'm playing.
I am in the same boat as DA, besides obviously Smash Bros. I haven't been playing much. I'm just waiting till this Thursday/Friday.
For
Zelda.
Oh.
That comes out Thursday. And I guess before
I honestly thought it was out already because it's on pirate sites.
yeah, oh, it got leaked. It got super leaked.
I was like, okay, this is out.
But next Friday, the stream is going to be me playing Zelda since y'all are actually going to be in Ohio, just in Cleveland. But I guess before talking about anything else that we're doing stream-wise, I think we are at that time. Mr. Factman.
Two things real quick. Number one, Powerpuff Girls got announced for Multiverses. They are exactly what I wanted.
They are broken.
They got all 3 of the original voice actresses, which is very good. And they're doing the Pokemon Trainer, but they're doing something that Pokemon Trainer didn't do that I wish that they did, where if you jump and down B, you swap with the person or in the back, which is fantastic. So you don't have to go through weak, middle,
also
strong to get to strong.
All 3 of them. They're all 3 just there.
It is exactly what I want. If I played that game, I'd probably be my main. Not due to the fact that they're also extremely broken.
Yes, they are. Not even just like a, hey, they're kind of strong. No, they are broken.
So they're at 0 from anywhere.
There was a when Nick All-Star Brawl 1 came out, people found that there was
clip it.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Clip it. Canceled.
God damn it, Mike. You just had to be not racist on air. That's all you had to do.
Yeah, we don't even care what you're doing to privacy. It just had to be not on air.
We don't care about all the swastikas in the basement, man. Like,
I don't even know what I did.
You had to bring it on air. The character's dead. Just stop shaving the mustache now. We know who you are.
You said nig.
Oh. Nick.
Yeah.
Nick.
Like twice.
Nick.
No.
Well, calm down, Mike. Calm down.
Stop edging that line out, Mike. Goddamn, dude.
Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. He got there in the end, everybody. He just really hates those people. It's terrible.
We've been trying to educate him, but it's not working on
Yeah, it's not going well.
No, it doesn't help when there's already a racist on that side anyway. It's not going great.
Yeah, I think DA's kind of undermining what my helping Mike is doing.
He's subverting the entire effort.
No, wait a second,
they
Mike.
have nothing in common.
Now, Mike, I'm not saying all your ideas are bad.
Just keep them to yourself for this little hour and a half that we got on this podcast. And then once the podcast ends, we'll have a serious talk about them, right?
Nicktoons, got it.
Is that what we're calling them now? Oh, damn. Okay. It's a new one every day. It's a new one every day.
But
you think black people are what?
Michelangelo in that game had a infinite.
Yeah,
when they came out, and it basically just killed the game competitively. But yeah, Powerpuff Girls have something similar, where it's just they do 5 side Bs in a row, and you're just dead, no matter what.
There was somebody that said recently, multiversus players, what's keeping you playing that game? Some people just do it for the love of the game.
The second thing, I listened to one of my favorite albums of all time and one of the greatest albums I've ever listened to. Oddly enough, just one of those random YouTubers recommended me this, and I was like, all right, cool. Elton John's Lockdown Sessions is fantastic from start to finish. I am now a massive Elton John fan because of it. I've listened to 3 of his albums. He is, I'm not breaking any grounds here, a musical genius. He is very.
Hey, I don't know if you've heard of this guy named Elton John.
Yeah, there's this guy out there. No,
he's pretty good.
It was very. I had to stop because I listen to music while I'm taking calls. I had to stop listening to the album because it was distracting me because it was so good.
Oh, that's
listen to Lockdown Sessions. It is just it's a big collaborative album of just a bunch of different artists and a bunch of different styles, and it's just it's like 16 songs of just hit after hit after hit. Fantastic.
Gotcha.
There is no numbers because I wanted to do like a sex party or sex toys thing. News or facts or something, and I couldn't find any really, but I did find a weird story, so this is going to be DA's choice.
All right.
Maria del Carmen asked a neighbor to store her box of sex toys while police investigated her home for clues about her missing husbands. The neighbors got suspicious when the box started to stink. To her horror surprise, they discovered that the box contained the rotting head of Del Carmine's missing husband in addition to the sex toys. The rest of the remains were never found.
So she just kept the head?
And the sex toys. I don't know why you would give the head to somebody else.
Obvious. Yeah, that part is goofy. But it's obvious what was going on in that household.
Would you care to explain?
Living or dead.
Something's gonna happen.
Mama needs her fix.
But surely you have...
Surely.
The head at this point is nothing but an inanimate object. What more could it do that the sex toys could not? Rigor mortis takes away the tongue, so you're done with that. Does it? It's not a bone.
Why don't you put that in your Google search history? I'm sure nothing will come of it.
Getting put on a list. Look at this up.
Let's just say that the tongue would be ineffective.
It's a power thing.
The nose is all she needs.
I control what you do to me.
Okay, but why give it to somebody?
That's the part I don't know.
Genuinely didn't think about it.
The question you asked, I have an answer for that part. From the very beginning, the question you asked before, I had no answer. I can't give you that part.
Okay.
But I got you with the,
So as we all... So...
What race was this woman, y'all?
White.
Well, wait, you said her name was Maria?
Yep.
That sounds Hispanic.
White.
Okay. Black. Bliggity black. Bringing our people down. This is no offense, a white person crime. Just like when you hear
that one chick that cut off that dude's penis and threw it into the woods.
Yeah, it just sounds like something that happens there. I would not expect a black woman to be doing that.
Right, Mike?
No. Now, was the dude black?
Hey, that's a good question, Ralph.
How big was the box of sex toys?
Big enough to contain the head and the sex toy.
That is the answer to my question.
Dude, if there's a box of toys, chances are it's a big fucking box.
Yeah. All right, so as we...
Why would you keep your sex toys together?
One-stop
I
shop.
always felt like
nah.
you wouldn't.
What are you doing? Bat caving and
yeah, I was about to say, not
the
everybody
cave
has a fucking 50 Shades of Grey playroom, like
okay, but you don't need
with
a playroom.
shelves lined with belts.
You can have a box with segmented sections of the box. Just
a
a
sex toy
giant
tackle box?
What?
Like a sex toy tackle box?
Yeah,
I guess
they don't have that.
You're reliable.
Can you imagine someone in a workshop with foam inserts with the X-Acto knife just shaping out?
But my whole thing is, I wouldn't want to put my in a case and just be rattling around with my hand.
The Kraken.
If you have so many that they fit into a box that you would need a box to store them in, you have too many, and therefore you should have a better way to store them.
You are not talking to enough girls. You are not talking to enough girls. That is usually how that shit plays. That is usually
again, if you have enough to fill a box, I feel like your organization should be different than in the box.
And then that's all it is.
And you're just putting your hand in it like you're fishing for a particular jelly bean.
So, ladies, let it be known, the first question that BG's going to ask you in a relationship is, hey, let me see your dildo organization skills.
Let me see the box.
Where's the box?
Where's the box?
I know you got a box.
Show me the box.
Okay.
Opens it up.
Hold on. I want that to be the first thing you say to Kelly on Friday. I guess like that's the first thing you're gonna say.
I'm not getting slapped.
That girl, she would make a whole new form of martial arts to knock this month out.
Kelly, what's your box situation?
Yeah, honestly, the segue I've been trying to get to, which we kind of keep interrupting, is I like how we go through this thing of like a spouse killing another, like their other spouse, and as we go to celebrate the wedding of our dear friend Kelly next week. So yeah, with that, no podcast next week because that is where we will all be, is going to Kelly's wedding. In terms of other streams, I think it's going to be Tuesday, Wednesday as new streaming schedule. I'm no longer doing Tuesday trial streams, so Tuesday, Wednesday, I'll be doing something. Don't know what game I'll be playing because we did wrap up World of Light for Smash Bros. Nothing Thursday. Friday, no group stream. I will be starting Echoes of Wisdom. And then that's it for the week because we will be all out of town.
And then next week, I will not be here at all for the next 2.
Oh.
This is the last you'll see of me for the next 3 weeks.
Oh,
yes.
Wow.
I mean, I hope everything's okay.
Mute the mic. Popping bottles.
Nah. This week, obviously,
Cracking open the baby oil.
Needs to get a shipment.
So no podcast for me on Sunday because we'll be going to Kelly's stream Friday.
That's why.
How?
And then the next week, I'll be at my brother's wedding.
Oh my God, you're doing too much.
How
And I'm
organized
there
do
for a
y'all?
week.
Real quick, how organized do y'all think Diddy's baby oil collection was?
Extremely.
That does seem like a meticulous thing.
So they said that it was lined up on shelves.
Yeah. He knew where to get the one he wanted was.
Oh no, he had his own in his room. They found multiple bottles in his room in his nightstand on his like.
Oh yeah.
People get thirsty sometimes. Calm down.
In which way?
Yes.
I guess. Yes is the answer.
I guess that is the answer.
Let's end this. We're done.
All
here.
right. Thank you, everybody, for tuning into this episode of the Podcast of Stuff. We will see you, more than likely, in 2 weeks.
Yeah. Later.
Bye-bye.